Here we go. Atlanta Dazed up 183-70 over Minnesota Floppr. Minnesota having a tough time in those first couple rotations. We didn't get to see it. All we got to see was the initial break off. And I'll be honest, from the initial break off QQ, Atlanta did look better. I mean, from the first 2 steps they took, they were a little faster.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there was just a little bit more conviction in their steps. I could feel it. You know, the aura in the steps that they took.
That one boot
I could
we were
just, I
looking
could
at,
feel
like,
it. Exactly, I could feel it.
Merciful is shooting right now. He's 31-15 on a 4 spree. We just saw what he was doing right there. The guy's looking great on the map. Here he is in a position to maybe sneak up on a few players, but has done some great damage. His teammates picking up some nice kills as well. Over the 200-point mark they go. He does go down, but still push the enemy back far enough to allow his teammates to make a play here. So we'll see what they get done. Minnesota Floppr need to get on this time very quickly. The break trying to come in from that side push. 2 go down just like that. The wipe comes in. Atlanta Dazed playing for a little bit of a reset here. They've got that back spawn. They've got the kills coming in once again. Chaos on a 5 spree. His teammate underscore is going to be at 4 or dash. I'm going to call him right now. He's on a 5, 28-13.
I mean, the trades are good for Atlanta. You know, they're just locking it down. Checkerboard's rolling through the feed. They were locking that down perfectly. Crazy. Trades again. Still rolling through. Time contested for now, but Merciful again being the man of the hour. 35-18, a 2-piece to looking like this is to secure the rest of that P3. But Minnesota, if you've got something looking up for you, you do have a little rotation over towards P4, but 5 in chaos. He's trying to get on this rotation. Well, he finds a big kill on Minnesota. So push for Atlanta now coming through the backside. Ice Cloud's gonna find a big one. So what was looking good for Minnesota, well, not looking good anymore. Empo trying to break through the side, but he is quickly traded out. So quick break and a quick end for Atlanta. We didn't catch much of that map, but it didn't look like we missed much. Atlanta taking map number 1 in convincing fashion.
I mean, definitely. I mean, like, Merciful at 35-19 is kind of insane, but everyone on this squad putting in their time. Look at this guy just shooting, even in the the best play. Hey, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. That's messed up out of Jim's. Jim's does do that a lot. In fairness, I got shot in the back basically every time, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, Minnesota Floppr on the offensive side at the moment. Gonna be Atlanta Dazed on defense. I did see someone with a boomstick, didn't quite pick up who it was. Merciful though, gonna get first blood onto J-Ski. Gonna be a big kill to get first. Gets a second one. Spots out Empo as well. Looks like he wants that. Not gonna push it out, but is gonna be a 2v4 advantage.
Yeah, 2v4 advantage. Nasty, a little bit of good positioning down here. He's gonna get that bomb picked up. Merciful gonna spot him out. Shots exchanged, but no kill found. Doesn't quite check where Merciful went. So
Ace, maybe?
Empo now the last man standing. Merciful can't quite get the ace, but it is a flawless round out of Atlanta, continuing the success, riding the momentum, if you will, and take a 1-0 early jump in this map number 2.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Merciful over by statue, right? Picks up those 2 early kills. Like, gets the first one, second one kind of just moves around a bit, kind of gets lost, able to pick up the second one just because they're trying to look for him a little bit, trying to get a trade, anything going, but not gonna be able to get that. And Minnesota gonna lose that round 1. And I mean, Atlanta, it looks clean, right? Like, everyone's right there with each other once again, able to help each other out at like a moment's notice, making sure that nothing could possibly go wrong. So that's good. Atlanta Dazed now up 1-0. We'll see how this one goes. They've got bomb in hand. Looks like that B side of the map is what they're going to fancy. You got 1 player over there, 2 beat out. We'll see who it is. It is Empo. So you got to be very careful. Empo did get the quick spot. I do believe he saw the player on Godhead. He's just going to back off because he knows he doesn't get the immediate team help.
Yeah, that's a good play. Kind of backing up. His teammate going to get a kill on the Chaos across the map, but Merciful there for the immediate trade. So automatically in a 3 versus 3. This B site control is in for Atlanta. They're going to favor it. They're going to play a little bit cautious, though. 8 in the clouds. He has the bomb. He's playing in tunnel. Probably not the best idea. Merciful now kind of the lone man on this site, but these Minnesota players kind of playing around, kind of just ready to pounce.
They know they've got A.
They know they've got A. They're going to rotate it over. Kind of just dancing with each other here. Shots getting exchanged. No kills found. J-Ski's able to find one, though. Now in a 3 versus 2. Bomb going to go down. Underscore. Catches some shots. Doesn't find the kill. Gonna have to 3 versus 2 retake here. All these players from Minnesota up towards P1.
Unintentional tank. Okay, I said tank, meant flank, but he does pick up 1 there. 2-2 on the map. Bomb in favor of Atlanta here. So they've got another kill maybe coming their way. Not quite. His underscore just barely doesn't get that kill, but J-Ski gonna push it out, picks up one, goes for the second on P2, doesn't get his underscore, stays alive. Soda versus underscore, 1v1 on the map. Does take 7.5 seconds to defuse, so Soda's gotta move. He's gonna be able to pick up this kill just barely. Can he get to it in time? The punch might have done it. No! He punched the air and it probably costed him. Oh no, Soda just barely doesn't get it.
No.
Oh, if he doesn't punch the air, he doesn't get the slow, delayed movement, so he probably makes it, but, like, it happens, man. It happens.
He's fighting ghosts out here. It's unfortunate. If you don't hold it down just long enough, that is what happens to you. You punch the air like you're fighting ghosts. And, well, I know that from experience. I've done that exact thing before. Not quite in a 1v1 defuse situation, but it's happened before where, I kind of come up off spawn and I try and get my knife out and I accidentally, knock my teammate in the back of the head, but that's a different story. Anyway, Atlanta take route number 2. Maybe a little bit of a gift from the COD gods in a way, but Minnesota trying to bounce back on the offensive side. They're going to force that towards this A point. Play it fast. Impo able to get that opening kill. Now going to play with some man advantage. Going to put the pressure on, but Chaos able to get a trade. Impo there for the trade as well. So, man advantage still in their hands, but the trade still rolling through. Underscore able to break that. So, Impo now the last man standing. He finds the kill under the clouds and, well, into a 1 versus 1.
Oh, underscore read it. I mean, I think he spots him on the crosshair. Impo spots him as well. Last time around, underscore was in a 1v1 up against Soda. Won it based off of time. Did end up losing their life. But Impo, now he's got the bomb in hand. This 1v1 is what he was made for. He does spot the player out. He's going to get a lot of damage, but gets the kill. I don't know how Impo wins. Obviously, he's got the high ground, but geez. Those shots coming out of underscore were very fast. Like, must have been a crazy snap. But Impo gets it done, gets the point on the board for the team.
By any means necessary. Oof. Some crazy shots out of both those players. That's
yes.
That is a gunfight of 2 laser beams right there. And, well, Minnesota, get on the board. That's what you need. Keep yourself in this game. That's a big offensive round as well. You want to win those offenses if you're going to get back into the game.
And the big thing really is, like, you take Merciful out right away, who's like this, like, really high skill player that's all up in your face nonstop. They get the first blood on him, and they lose a player, but they immediately get that trade. But just like that, first blood going the way of Atlanta once again is Ice Cloud. He's going to pick that one up there. Oh, sorry, the Clouds. My bad.
Confusing names.
Hey, this sound B.
Some good nades out of him. Gonna play it a little bit slow now. Bomb gonna be planted over towards A. Gonna try and group up here. The nades again coming in. Impo able to get that trade onto the Clouds. So getting a taste of his own medicine there. So now into a 3 versus 3. Bomb not planted either. So Atlanta gonna have to pick that up and get it planted. Nasty able to find a kill onto underscore in blue main. So now man advantage flipping the hands towards Minnesota, and J-Ski finds Merciful. So Chaos the last man standing, but he does have the element of surprise on his side. He hits quite the wrap here. He's able to find one. Can he find the second? No. The head glitch on the bomb. The trades are good for Minnesota, and, well, they get 2 rounds in a row and even it up at 2 apiece.
Nice to see. I mean, yeah, dude, Impo getting it done for the boys. Just gets right on the heady, picks up the kill. 6 and 2 already on the S&D, doing exactly what you need Impo to do, right? Be in there for the squad, but great trade right there coming in. Love to see that. But now we'll get ourselves into the 5th round. He's on the 6th streak as well. I didn't even notice that. Impo's schmoving right now. But Atlanta Dazed here. Going to be on the defensive side. We'll see how Minnesota's going to opt to try to break open their setup this time around. And a couple lucky first blood. I say lucky. They've gotten a couple high skill first bloods. There you go. But the trophies are down now to makes it a little bit harder. But Merciful still playing around the statue side. He's got 3 players directly in front of him. One going to be that top P1. Merciful, though, gets a couple spots out, shooting back and forth. Nobody damaging each other quick. First blood comes in. Second blood follows up very quickly for Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, kind of playing a little bit of a tango, waiting for their opportunities. First blood, second blood, third blood, fourth blood. They all drop like dominoes, and, well, Minnesota get 2 quick rounds. Atlanta respond with one of their own. So, kind of looking like we're getting a back and forth in this map number 2.
Dude, I mean, we got a couple good teams out here, man. It's always fun. I mean, map 1, very one-sided, went 250 to 75 in favor of Atlanta, but Blackheart can be that way. Like, once things start to go one way, sometimes the momentum carries. But Here we are on Colossus. Got this one at 3-2 in Minnesota. I've got all the confidence in the world they could follow up that round loss with a round win, right? Like at any point in time. Now, Empo is off his 6th spree, so not going to get that streak, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Atlanta Dazed, though, going to bang out this P1. They got 2 players up there, 2 playing over towards that P4. So we'll see this push coming in, maybe nice and slow. The P1 players kind of back out a little bit, playing a little bit more safe. I say that as Merciful gets very pushed up into P1. He's got 1 teammate, number 7, Chaos, all the way out towards outer B. Does spot a player out back blue container.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for. He was
nice
trying to
spot.
wait on that P1 to see if he could get a little bit of information out of Chaos over to, you know, what is going on over on that B side, but Chaos couldn't quite get it as he's gonna fall as well. So Minnesota a quick 2 kills, make it a quick 3. Underscore now the last man standing. They collapse around him on statue, and Minnesota, they respond. It's just, I mean, we're just going back and forth here. This is gonna be a
Yes, sir.
I mean, round 11. Just give it to us now.
Oh, right in the veins, please. But yeah, I mean, that's tough, right? Like once all your teammates are down, you're pushed all the way out to statue. Like,
Yeah.
you just get, yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do there. Like, even if you get that first kill on the board there, it's not going to do much for you. But
Yeah.
nice little 3-3 now. Dude. But Atlanta Dazed going to be back on the defensive side. Defense has been pretty strong for both these teams. Both won an offense fairly early, that 2nd and 3rd round. They went back and forth. We'll see if they can get back to those offensive round wins. Is Minnesota going to be the offensive team kind of delaying their initial push? You hear the stuns and the nades are landing. They're kind of hitting everywhere at the moment. Just trying to see if they can get some early picks, I do believe. But Jayski, got to be careful here. One going to be this bottom green. I don't know if he knows. He may have spotted him. I don't believe so. Great stun, though. Perfect timing as Merciful is off the map, but the flank is in.
The flank is in, and Chaos making some chaos on the map. He's gonna find a big 2. Nasty has to turn around, knows he has to deal with it, but he can't. Last man standing, he will fall as well. And well, Chaos making chaos on the map with a crazy flank, and that Minnesota setup just completely disbanded. They got stuck out through tunnel. The players for Atlanta collapse around them with the man advantage, and well, they take the round.
I mean, great work from Chaos, right? I mean, another thing though is like Minnesota probably should expect the full flank there, right? Maybe they thought like that Atlanta wouldn't free push it, but you know, it is what it is, right? You're gonna make mistakes like that. That's kind of part of the game, right? They try to wrap back, and unfortunately, Chaos is behind him, picks up a really, really good 2-piece, gets the 3rd one outer as well. But now we're getting very aggressive on A site. Atlanta Dazed have a little momentum from the previous round, try to get aggressive. They lose a player immediately. It's Nasty gets the 1st blood, making a 2nd, 3rd. We have 1 team killed in the middle of that, but all of Atlanta going to get taken out. Minnesota only lose 1 player to a TK, and they tie things up 4-4.
I mean, I blinked and I missed it. The only player from Minnesota that fell was to a team name. We're getting a taste of everything here. We're getting some long rounds. We're getting some 1v1s on defuses. We're getting some quick rounds like that. I mean, this is just quite the search and destroy.
Quite the search indeed. I mean, not really what I expected coming into this, coming off of the previous one, but I think you might be right. Like, this Atlanta team might not be as good at S&D as their other game modes. They did lose map 5 in their previous series, so that was just a theory we had going in between maps here. But we see the side of Minnesota getting a lot of stuns and nades flying their way. They're trying to peek things out, so they're just trying to get some info on P1. Being very annoying right now. Some great shoulders getting thrown, but we're gonna see the side of Minnesota once again. This delayed push on offense. We saw them do this last time around. They ended up getting a massive flank on them by Chaos, but now he's gonna try to push up through P1. Not gonna quite get too much pressure going. There's a player pushed up towards P4. That's gonna be Nasty, who picks up the kill on Chaos, which is very big.
That's a big kill. He knew Chaos was soloed out over there. He knew he didn't have any help from his teammates, so he got that 1v1. He isolated him, and he got that kill. So man advantage in the hands of Minnesota. Underscore trying to get some shots in. Find some shots, but can't get the kill. Smoke is out. Smokes are just terrible. You can see everything through that smoke grenade. I wouldn't even bother throwing those.
I mean, it's not even there.
Couple trays rolling through the map. But
do you have thermal on? Like, geez, Empo flying at him. But now 1v2 for the Clouts. Up against Nasty and Empo. Quite the duo here. Empo 8-4 on the map. Nasty 5-6, but on a 3 spree. The Cloud's going to be up in that top P1 area. Is 5-5 right now. Does try to make a play. Isn't going to spawn anything out yet, but is going to get behind this player P2. He spots him out early, though, and gets taken down. Minnesota Floppr up 5-4. Do we get a round 11, or does it end on round 10?
Listen, that might be the round of the map here. Getting that late offensive round. Minnesota's done good. They fell behind 2-0 at the start of this, and they paired up a couple of offensive rounds, and they won another one right there. They're keeping themselves in this game, and now they're taking the lead in this game by winning these offensive rounds. And again, that's in Search and Destroy. If you can win offensive rounds, especially on a map like this, which offense can be a little bit tricky if the other team's defense is the way it can be. But Atlanta on the offensive side trying to push it to around number 11. Well, they just got beat for free.
Look at all this pressure right now. They're all the way up in here, but they got a free kill as well as Empo doesn't check his corners. Look both ways before crossing the street, ladies and gentlemen. But 2v4 on the map. Nasty and Soda down 2 players. Have to try to make something happen. Soda picks up the first. Nasty laying down all the way in the back, waiting for someone to chow him out. He spots out the first player. They don't see him. This is big. He's never mind as Chaos gets to him. The kills come in, and Atlanta Dazed going to tie it up 5-5. And we get the mythical round 11 in game 2.
I called it in round number 8, I think it was. I don't remember. It was like 3-3 or 4-4 or something like that. And I called it. The way that this series was going, it just had round 11 written all over it. I could smell it. Even though I'm congested, I apologize for being so congested, but I could still smell it through the congestion. But Minnesota on the offensive side in this round number 11, but I'm not sure that's much of a disadvantage for them. They've been stellar in these offensive rounds so far, and well, they're going to favor this A side with all 4 players.
We'll see what they can get going. We see the trophy doing its work right now. Is Soda and Co trying to push on up. Got to be careful. No one in P1. That's number 7, Chaos. Once again, Big Flank is going to get checked this time around. Empo is there, but does go down. Chaos picks up 1, gets some damage on a second. Nasty going to pick that up. The players from the side of Atlanta wanted to get aggressive to help their team out. Weren't able to do it. Now going to be a 3v3 on the map.
Oh, Merciful hitting the second flank. Are they going to expect 2 of them? Minnesota going to rotate through tunnel. They're going to try and get this over towards B. The info's in. 5 now going to be the front man on the defensive side. Shots exchange is going to back up for his teammates. So, B-side control, but J-Ski with the bomb. He's pushing up a little bit, but he's going to find that kill. That's big. Trying to get the trade is Merciful, and he gets it. Bomb now going to be down. LeCloud's able to find that. So, Soda now the last man standing in a 1 versus 2. Shots exchange. They're going to collapse around him. And Atlanta, they clutch up in the defense on round number 11 to take the map number 2. And, I mean, that's just a backbreaker. Up 2-0 in the series now.
And you just get some crazy, just like we saw in gentlemen, we are back. I got to admit straight up, there was a little bit of a round FF in the previous map. There was a little bit of cheating going on. It happens. It is what it is. But Minnesota going to win that map in that round 11. So just like that, now it's going to be a 1-1 tied series here going into game 3. Look at the insta score over towards B as well for the side of Atlanta. Not happy about the FF. Going to answer very strong, very early. So for just so you know, the team names are switched for us in the cast run, so we might make a few mistakes, but we're back, baby.
We are back, and well, we get a quick score out of the side of Atlanta. They're trying to get some more going. Underscore with a big couple kills. He's on 4-0, trying to get another quick score coming in. He's going to work around the bookshelf, and he finds it. Turns around and gets a kill with the pistol as well. The kill feed is all Atlanta right now. They're going to try and pair another score here, but the Minnesota...
Underscore's 5-0.
He's got double the kills that the other team has. In total, it is pure domination to start this overload right now.
If they can get friends here, they've got another opportunity here. Atlanta just absolutely dominating at the moment, doing a great job here, but a couple kills go the way of Minnesota's. J-Ski gonna pick up 2. Chaos and LeCloud gonna pick up a couple. Do both go down as Empo picks up 2. Now, bomb in the hand of Empo. They try to move it up towards this roof side, but guess who's here in force? All of Atlanta. They're gonna have the kills. Merciful with 2 again. These guys have to wrap back very quickly. Not gonna get here. They've got an opportunity to get the kills down. Merciful picks up 1. His teammates are not too close. Only 1 left alive. It's gonna be Chaos. Is going to spot the player with the bomb out. Does get that. Just going to try to run it in. Not shot in the back. Never mind. I take it back. I lied. Empo got it. But the pressure is still here from Minnesota.
Yeah, pressure still here. Pressure unrelenting. But Minnesota going to wrap it around. Just get it away from these Atlanta players. Kind of hit a little bit of a reset. Just wait for their teammates, wait for some positioning. Just got to get a few couple kills, but Atlanta's still finding good kills in the feed. Soda able to finally break that chain. Empo there for the trade as well, but forced to back up with little to no help from his teammates. Pressure now going to start coming from Atlanta. Players spawning up, trying to get here for the help. Empo forced to just back up, wait for his teammates to come up off spawn, and wait for another plan of attack here. So this Atlanta defense, you know, you saw some hot offense coming out of them here off the start of this map, and well, their defense looking good so far as well.
Bomb tried to move up middle a little bit, but now Empo will have his gun back, which is actually pretty big for the side of Minnesota. You want Empo to have a gun out, not the bomb and a pistol. But the kill's coming in from the side of Atlanta. This one's going to run very quickly towards the B site. The spawns come towards outer A. Is he going to be able to race him down through the doorway? He jumps in and he gets it. The diving play. Is Atlanta going to go up 3-0 with underscore being 12-4 at the moment. Merciful 11-5 and Chaos at 9-4. The gunfights are very much so going their way.
I mean, they've got every gunfight going their way. They came out hot. They're ready to, I mean, they're just ready to end this. They're ready to get this going to a map number 4. 3-0 so far. 50 seconds remaining in the round. Some more kills going to roll their way. Underscore with the device again. He's going to score, and that will be the half. An absolute dominant first half out of the side of Atlanta. And, well,
100%.
I mean, I don't even know what to say.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, underscore ends 14-5. I believe what, 2 caps, right? As well. On top of that, like,
I think he had 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's, hey, we'll take it, right? Even better. These guys are doing like absolutely insane. So love to see it coming in here from Atlanta. I mean, at the same time, come on, Minnesota, I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. Come on, baby, come on. I've seen y'all play some COD before, but yeah, we got a lot of talent in this lobby, so we'll see if Minnesota can turn it around here. The sides are going to be switched here. The side of Atlanta, we'll see what they decide to get done. I'm going to be watching underscore here at the very beginning. Look at his streaks in the back pocket. Forgot to put the cruise missile on, and he's got it all. You want to call him the dog? You call him that dog. Not really. You can't do that. This might be, yeah, this would be very bad for this team right now. But there we go. The kills coming in from the side of Minnesota. They've got some lead blockers as well. You're going to see that bomb make it all the way up to B point. We'll see if he can get there. He's got to dive on in like what happened previously. Not going to happen. The kills come in, and just like that, Atlanta barely survive the early offensive play.
I mean, yeah, talk about stopping them on 4th and goal at the goal line. Kills kind of just going back and forth. Device going to reset over towards the middle side of this map. So both teams going to have to migrate over there. Fighting for some positioning. Nasty, he's going to fall. So opening kill is going to go the way of Atlanta. Device going to be picked up. They're going to try and work this towards this B side to P3.
Oh, someone's got to go back.
Over here. Someone's got to go back and help him. Merciful trying to just run it on his own, but Empo is there for 2. Make it 3. LeClouds, though, he's going to find a couple. J-Ski there for the trade as well. So Device going to go neutral, going to be picked up by Minnesota.
Get this roof like right now. They don't see what we see on the map, but if they get this roof, this is crazy. I mean, they can run it all the way down. Only one player to beat. That's going to be LeClouds. Can he get there in time? It looks like so. But you got some blockers. You got to push on up. Got to help the team out. You got to go. You got to score this thing. But the kills are coming in for the side of Atlanta. Soda can't make anything happen with the pistol. The teammate trying to reinforce from the back. But you got to get there fast. The flank is coming in from Chaos as well. Always on that flank. The side of Minnesota have to make this play. Have to get this score on in. Some kills coming in. The flank is there, though. Doesn't pick up the last kill. Soda, one more to beat. Gets taken down. I mean, you got people falling off the map. You got the kills coming in. And the bomb back in the hands of Atlanta.
I mean, they can't see what we see. But they had that B site pretty free.
It's hard to tell.
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But it was a valiant effort. J-Ski, he's going to pick up 2. Merciful able to find 1, but pickups and kills are good there for Minnesota. This game is not over. It is very doable.
Time stop. With the time stop, it's super, super doable.
Absolutely. Empo, he's starting to get that gunny going. Don't let this man get going or it can get ugly.
True. But now we're going to see Atlanta. The number 4 player, Merciful, just kind of just play some time, just be annoying, get a kill if he can, but just delay them as much as possible. But we see the kills coming in. Maybe an opportunity here for the side of Minnesota. Got some nice kills going their way. Empo trying to fight that last player in mid is going to get taken down, but the trade is there. 30 seconds left of time. They do need to get 4 scores to tie.
Just got to try and pick this up. You know, even if you don't have a good push, they do have a good one here. Soda on a 5 spree. He's going to be that front man, and well, they get that first score in. If you're the side of Minnesota now, you just want to get this device in hand as soon as an and as often as possible. You know, even if you don't have the greatest push, every second you don't have
That's
it
so
in
big.
your hand is a second that is ticking off your time. They do get it picked up. Frontman and Jayski did fall. Gonna try and play a little patient. Mid-cut, he's gonna get taken down as well, but trades are good. 3 will fall in the feed for Minnesota. Jayski trying to push forward, trying to get something going. He finds 2. Underscore there for the trade eventually with the pistol. All these players from Minnesota, they're going to collapse around it. If I'm underscore, I'm just going to die here. You want to get this device out of your hand so the time will start to tick down. But Chaos, he gets one. Merciful, he finds 2. Jayski able to finally break the chain, but device in the hands of Minnesota. They're going to try and push this up towards B.
Chaos just laying down like the can't see where he's at. It's kind of funny, but 20 seconds remaining. Not going to be much time left. You got to think Minnesota nowhere near enough time to win this one with the resets and everything like that. So the side of Atlanta Dazed is going to be able to take this one in a 4-1 fashion at the moment. Never know. Maybe the side of Minnesota gets a last-second score. We'll see what happens here if they pick it up. But the kill's still coming in. Merciful just being very annoying. 28 and 15. Tried to make it 29. Didn't quite get it. And Atlanta Dazed is going to win that one in a 4-1 fashion. Go up 2-1 in the series.
Well, there you go. You lose map number 2 in a little bit of an unfortunate way. It's your own fault, but it is a little unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Did it to yourself. Did it to yourself.
Did it to yourself. But
arguably would have lost it if you didn't, if you didn't have that problem anyway, right? But
exactly. But they do bounce back. They get the 2-1.
Okay. Jim's got it right. Sure you did, buddy. But here we go. Map 4 on the way. Atlanta going to be currently up 2-1 in this series. If they win this map, they win the series. The side of Minnesota must win opportunity here. So we'll see what they can get done. The initial gunfights over towards P1, going a little back and forth, but Empo going to get that first one. Gets a little flank on the guys over at Long. Is just barely going to get a second. Does get out with his life. Just stays in that bottom P3 for now.
Yeah, just staying neutral right now. Soda, though, towards his bottom Long, trying to get something going. Trades rolling through. Time going to go into the hands of Atlanta. A little bit back and forth here. Nasty through Long. He's going to find one. Get that guy off that time. White time is good time here on this P1. He turns around and finds another as well. So, yeah, these kids are schmoving right now on this P1 exposure. Chaos able to find 2. Merciful on the rotation. That's a big kill. Merciful on this P2 win. Now. Atlanta looking like they're going to break open on this P2 for now.
Okay, here we go. P2 on the board. Both teams got 7 points on P1, so we'll see if we can do a little better on P2 here. So far, Atlanta Dazed got 5, so we'll see if the side of Minnesota could do the same as they get themselves to that 12. Already hard charging past 7 right now, just like that. Already doubling it up. So big plays here out of the side of Minnesota. We're seeing them just fight for their lives here from the solar push, but the side of Minnesota holding back for now. You hear those stuns and nades landing like crazy. No trophies on the ground yet. So quite a distance off of that, but the kills coming in. The team kills as well. Minnesota's just trying to hold on to this time, but Merciful is just moving on this tank right now. Finally goes down as Empo picks up the kill. But some decent time going the way of Minnesota, but most importantly, the map control. Keeping Atlanta directly in front of them on solar, not letting them get behind them.
Yeah. Keep these players in front of you. I'm not quite sure what that was, but
gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But like I said, they're keeping these players in front of them. But these Atlanta players now trying to break through this mid area, trying to get over towards this P3. Jayski gonna catch some shots over towards mid. He knows his team's gonna be spawning behind him, but 6 in Merciful. He's gonna be huge, but he gets caught towards the back. Players, whoa! Jayski with the turn and burn.
No HP too.
Good rotations out of Minnesota. Underscore towards the back. He gets cut down quickly. From Minnesota, they came out shooting so far. Lead growing just over 40 points now.
I'm loving the nades out of the side of Minnesota. They're just hooting and hollering with nades out there. Just throwing whatever they want. I love it. They picked up a kill, though. Actually, no, it's the other side. Underscore got the Empo. But I don't know why I'm screaming like it. But Empo, 11 and 5. See these guys just fighting back and forth. Ooh, Jims may have almost crashed there again. Ooh, it might be at my end, though. Who knows? But a big lead for Minnesota Floppr at the moment. This is some decent scrap time if they can get it. Never mind. The side of Atlanta gonna get taken out of that. Minnesota grabs that scrap time. We'll see if they can get this roto. Atlanta need these spawns, need to hold it down. That dirt gunfight looked a little weird, but that is gonna happen. 84-17 lead. Atlanta, though, have a really good hold going.
Yeah, they've got a good hold going. I did hear that there is something weird
With
in the
exposure, yeah.
air on
Yeah.
exposure.
Yes, yes.
People were complaining about that for quite a while, and well,
Probably
I just
phenomenal, right? Like, probably a really good P4 hold. Yeah, well, P5, probably a little back and forth because Minnesota did get some time. Or they got the scrap on P4, and Atlanta did something crazy on P5. Who knows? But now they're on P1, getting some decent time. Last time around, both teams had 7 points. Now we're both at 111-ish area. So, doing good on the P1 work. But merciful there. Nice little two-piece. Does get taken down, but opens things up a little bit for the teammates off respawn. Kind of make some plays happen. J-Ski follows up with a two-piece of his own, though. We're going to have P2 popping up here shortly. Number 8, Chaos. Going to start there. Starting on that a technically bad side, I guess, before, but we'll see what they can get done this time around.
Yeah, underscore off to a hot start. He's on 15 and 11, trying to get his team going, trying to close this series out. Over on this P2, Atlanta gonna start with this time 4 now. These players from Minnesota are gonna try and break through mid and through this P4 solar side. They're finally gonna break their way on as Info finds that opening kill. Mid's full able to find one, but Soda there for the immediate trade. So, time gonna flip hands. Try to fight for some positioning is Soda. Hopping and dancing and sliding around. He's still up. His teammates find 2 kills around him. Chaos able to find 2 of his own, though. Time still in the hands of Minnesota for now, but the nade gonna get him off of it as Atlanta get the break. But Minnesota, they are spawning over towards next 4P3.
They've got them so split right now, though. And you got one player all the way back by like deep bomb site, and you got 2 players like the farthest, deepest solar possible. But now they got the mid push coming in. I mean, Empo is doing everything he can back there now, fighting for his life. But great work there. Chaos, though, still on the time, picks up 2. The third one probably going to kill him. The Soda had it.
You know, it's leaving it up to viewer interpretation. You know, we're really thinking of the viewers here.
I think what happened while we were gone is that Empo like 360 no scope like 5 people, and then he had to take a little break. That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah. He's playing with one hand now. Actually,
he's playing with his toes.
And we're
the 30 FPS trick worked.
Something's going on.
The game looked a little choppy. I'm just kidding. I'm just. The 30 FPS pull out of gyms is crazy, but look at that. The 223 mark for Atlanta Dazed. I say mark like it's a line. Minnesota Floppr. I mean, J-Ski jumping from the top rope may have just crashed the game again. on the oh, he's moving. He moved 1 frame in 15 seconds.
There's a snooper.